watching us, welcome to Women of Impact. You change a woman, you change a nation. Today, I want us to discuss the issue of raising stepchildren. But today, I'm not alone. I've got two beautiful guests, a handsome and a beautiful guest. Yes, I've got Pastor Ngobe. He is a married man and a family man with three beautiful children. And we've got our daughter here, Sihle Lubisi. She's doing her first year at university. We welcome you, Sihle.
Thank you.
We welcome you, Pastor.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being a guest in this show.
Thank you so much, Pastor. I just want to find out about the topic that we are discussing today. What is your take in parents who are having children and now they're building a new family who wants to come and stay together and they have children in former parents?
Okay, I think it's more of a cultural issue, and at the same time, depending on the society background, we are from different areas in life. Like we have people that are coming from Europe, people that are in Africa, in Asia. We look at this topic differently. We treat it different. For instance, in Africa, we don't actually consider much when it comes to stepchildren, because most of our background as black people, we are either way a stepchild somewhere, somehow. But we don't even focus much on that. However, because of the Western influence lately, or whatever influence that wherever it's coming from, whether it's the West or East or South, but there's quite a lot of influence that is changing our culture and the way we look at things lately in Africa. That then affects the system and the way we live our lives. Long time ago, I was told that when I were to get married, having a child, I shouldn't bring my child into the new relationship. I should leave my child in my parents' home, and that's where the child is going to be raised.
Yes.
And at the same time, the wife that are also married, if she happens to have a child as well, she should be taking that child to be brought up by the grandparents. But as things are changing and things are completely different now, the kids feel left and they are no longer taken care of. In a way, it affects them psychologically and all those kind of things. Therefore, those kind of things brings us into a system whereby we're trying by all means to bring different cultures in one particular place, and that's where we are having a very, very serious problem.
Sihle, as a young person, how does it feel to be raised by a stepfather or a stepmother? How does it feel?
Having a step-parent is definitely something that comes with a lot of acceptance, because growing up you're used to a specific routine, you're used to a specific culture, you're used to something that you've never been exposed to besides what you're introduced to. So having a whole human being enter your life and bring different values, different lessons, different laws, it's a lot to accept. And some people never understand that this is how I enter your life. You understand? Some people don't accept it. And it's up to you as a child to see yourself in those footsteps of a child. You consider, okay, as much as I might not accept this is what my mom wants. If I don't want to accept this is what my dad wants. You understand? So you just also expect them to think for you as a child.
We know that there's no child without a parent. Now there's former parents. You two, you are starting a new family, but now there's former parents. How do we treat the former parents, the parents of both kids? How do we involve them to the whole setup, the whole new setup?
The unfortunate part is that under normal circumstances, let us agree, I think we're going to agree on this one with all the viewers and everybody else, that when I decide to part way with with my lover or my partner, or let's say I was married, I decide to divorce.
Yeah.
It's very rare when people divorce and they are happy.
Mm-hmm.
When people divorce or when people decide to part ways, normally there's something that they're fighting about. There's something that causes trouble in their relationship so that they end up parting ways. Now that alone is the main thing that at the end of the day affects the kids. Because instead of us adults dealing with our issues, we end up using the child as means of getting into you.
You find the parents are trying hard, especially the man part, the father part, loving your mother. And you find that you don't like the father because you still have your biological father in your heart. And this person is trying hard to get through you, and you are, as a young person, you think about, now I need to start saying daddy to this person and I have my daddy. Do you sometimes feel neglected, or do you sometimes feel not loved, or do you feel your mother is using you to love this person? Just take us through there.
I feel like that's a bigger role in the mother's perspective. It's up to her how she chooses to allow the platform. Your mother can be a person that does not want for you to have a relationship with my child. She can be a person that says, this is between me and you. Let's not involve our children. Or it could be a situation where you have to gain my child's love first before you can gain mine. And that is where I think there's boundaries that are more important.
Yeah.
Having to separate your boundaries with, this is not my real dad. You need to understand that you also can't expect that same love from someone that you just met compared to a person that has raised you, your biological dad. Some people can't even match it up. You find people blurting it out, you're not my father, and it doesn't have to get to that unless you understand the difference.
Now the kids are here. How do we move on? How do we treat them in terms of material, in terms of school, in terms of preference? How do we communicate with the kids when we...
And chances are maybe you have your own child that you brought, both of you now in the marriage. Now somebody's going to be neglected because there's now a priority. Anyway, we're not going to focus on that today. Maybe we'll look at it some other time. But what I want us to look at in that regard, I would personally say, it doesn't matter how far you are right now. We have this program so that we can assist you as to how to deal with such things. The first thing you need to do, acknowledge that you made a mistake.
What effect does it have to you as a child who's been raised by a stepfather or a stepmother in terms of your studies, psychologically, relating with the new family, because your father will come with a family that you must call them grandparents. How does it work? How does it leave you?
It first comes with your acceptance. I truly believe that if you cannot accept a new person entering your life, you can't accept anything else beyond that. You cannot be a person that holds a grudge or feels anger towards it. Essentially, you become a person that, you blame everything on their relationship. Oh, I'm not passing, I'm not doing this because of this person that you're introducing into my life. And it never gets too far, because in most cases, the more you cannot accept is the more they try to prove that they're not going anywhere.
Pastor, what advice can you give to people who were divorced, who wants to move on with their lives?
Don't rush into a relationship. Prepare yourself and be ready. And don't prepare yourself only because it's no longer about you alone. It's about you and the kids that you have. And remember, those kids, they are not half human beings. They are complete human beings. The only thing that limits them is the body that they're trapped in for now. As they grow up, it affects them because it had already affected them from the early childhood, and they grow in that knowing that, our mother doesn't care about us. Just do things the way they like, or our father doesn't care about us. So I would love to say, if you want to move on in your relationship, or getting in a relationship, or getting involved in a relationship, make it a point that you prepare yourself, you prepare your kids, and be all in the same page with your kids. If need be, wait for a certain time whereby they will even understand that, our mother needs somebody to talk to.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Because of time, we're gonna leave it there. It's a topic for another day. It might happen that you are going through the same challenge. It might happen you still want to get married to a person who's got children, but you don't know how to deal with it. You've got fear. But today, I want to assure you that you can get married to a person who's got children. You can still have a healthy family with stepchildren. Please do follow us on our YouTube page and drop us your views at our Facebook page, Women of Impact. You can also WhatsApp us on 071-8935-108. Remember, children are a blessing from God. Even a marriage is a blessing from God. It is possible. Nothing is impossible if we can sit together and help each other. Remember, we are impacting life. We change life. You change a woman, you change the nation. Thank you so much. Follow us next time on our next episode.